Hello everyone, Toko here, and welcome to the first round of the NNDL. Wow, okay, been a while since I said that. NNDL is back. You've seen the draft breakdown a bit ago, and we have our first battle here pretty quickly. We're facing Mateeus, who leads the Snow Point Staravias, and this is kind of a bit of a poetic battle in that he drafted Mono Normal. And Mono Normal does really well with Staraptor. I said in the breakdown video that I've had my eyes on Staraptor for quite a bit, and apparently he didn't expect anybody to want Staraptor round 2. I usually go like a broken Pokemon, like a 20-point Pokemon, into like Comfey or a meme pick. So I went with Staraptor second turn, and I sniped it from him. And he still got some really like scary like normal flying types. He drafted complete Mono Normal, but he does still have 2 birds to replace Staraptor. But ironically enough, Staraptor does really well for him. He has, let me pull it up. He has Diggersby, Ditto, Mega Pidgeot, Braviary, Chansey, Porygon 2, Heliolisk, Indeedee Male, and Smeargle, which a lot of pretty scary. Like Indeedee is a threat. Heliolisk is a big problem to my team. I do kind of counter it with Quagsire, but it's still a scary matchup and you can just switch on that. Ditto is always a threat. Chansey I've actually prepared really well for here. However, the big thing with Mono Normal is it will always stay weak to fighting coverage. Like, even though he has birds, his birds still take like 50% from a close combat. So I have Staraptor here, the Choice Scarf Staraptor with close combat. Very strong option. I have U-turn on this Brave Bird just in case, because Brave Bird does do more to Braviary, Pidgeot, and Indeedee. But most of the time I'm just going to take close combat with this. And then I have Tailwind just in case I want to like end the game with my Heracross. Heracross is of course a bit slower than most of his moves, but a close combat from this basically knocks out anything. I have Rock Blast to deal with his birds coming in on me. And I have Pin Missile for the Indeedee. And then I have Vacuum Wave, which Heracross doesn't have the best special attack, but late game a Vacuum Wave could like secure me a kill. Like if I brought a Pokemon really low or to a Sash or something like that, I could Vacuum Wave it. Say for instance Smeargle, I can stop it from setting up a hazard or clicking Spore or anything like that, and Vacuum Wave it and kill it. It does like 10% to like, I think I checked it on Pidgeot, which isn't a lot. 8 to 10% isn't a lot, but it could be useful in like cleaning out stocks. And then I have Moxie before that, so I could potentially Vacuum Wave for a kill, get my Moxie boost, and then click buttons. Mateeus is here specifically for one reason. It's here to scare out the Indeedee into Chansey. This is Chansey trapping Mateeus, which has Mean Look, which means he can't get out, and then Taunt to disable the teleport. And also Taunt means he can't soft boil on me, and usually they only run Seismic Toss. He could prepare and bring like some weird attack, but if he only has Seismic Toss to attack me with, he can't hit me, while I can keep taunting him and he can't escape. So I get to, if I get the situation I think I'm getting, I will be able to get to +6 on both special attack and special defense. I have high speed, like I think one of the highest speeds in the draft. Let's see, speed 78. Pidgeot is faster than me, and Heliolisk is faster than me, but also at +6, Heliolisk isn't going to do anything to me. and the rest of his team I outspeed and I get to Dark Pulse. And keep in mind, by the time his SPDEF wall, Chansey will be gone, because he can't use it. This has a high potential to just sweep, especially since the mons that can hit it, like really powerful, are Braviary. Braviary and like Diggersby, but Diggersby again can't quick attack me, which makes it really useful. So yeah, Braviary is kind of the only mon that can really hurt me if I set up. Ditto could be a problem if he copies that. I'll have to watch out for that. I don't really have a counter to that. The best thing I can do is like Dark Pulse it and hope I live. Actually, no, never mind. If I do that, I think I can go Staraptor and Scarf it, and otherwise I can always like try to chip it off with Confey. It's a bit of a problem if he copies that. However, I think that it isn't a problem if he copies is Celesteela. My Celesteela is designed to counter Ditto, bait in the Heliolisk, and then trade damage on myself for the kill on Heliolisk. Because this one is running Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Protect, Toxic with max SPDEF. Meaning if he goes Ditto on me, he can only Heavy Slam me, which is gonna do no damage at all. And I get to Earthquake the Heliolisk. I take like from Specs Heliolisk, I take like 70 to 80%, which is a lot. But I get to Earthquake it, and that's a really big deal. That's one of his best Scarfers. Like, his Scarf options are mainly like Heliolisk and Braviary. I guess Indeedee could also be, but I don't think it wants to be. So, since it could lock itself into a move that my Skuntank is immune to. So yeah, the Braviary and the Heliolisk are the biggest Scarf options, and getting rid of Heliolisk is a huge deal, especially since afterwards I could protect with Stila and get my HP back up to leftovers. Milkshake is also really nice for some stuff like the Porygon or the Indeedee. The Indeedee can't hurt me much unless it specs Mystical Fire, and even then Heavy Slam does so much back to it that it really doesn't want to trade that. I can also eat a Heat Wave from Pidgeot, especially if I get to kill Heliolisk. I get a SPDEF boost. Pidgeot won't really be able to do much to me. Comfey is Comfey. Comfey beats Diggersby because I can Giga Drain it, and then beyond that it just like gets to do a lot of damage late game. Again, made specifically to counter Chansey. If I don't get my situation with Mateeus, Comfey will be able to do it. Because at +3, Comfey beats standard Chansey. Because I will get too much health back to the point where Seismic Toss doesn't matter anymore. The thing with that is I gave it a big root this time, which gets me more HP back, which means I only have to click Command twice to beat Chansey 1v1. Which makes it really good. Also I have Taunt to stop it from soft boiling. Same with Porygon, I can stop it from setting up like a Trick Room or something. And also recovering. And then with the big root, I will be able to eat a lot of hits and basically set up for free. And then last I have Kyurem with a very interesting set with the Keyberry. I have a Max Fist Def set here. Even though my attack is really good, my attack is even still higher, so I did think Icicle Spear to hit Pidgeot and Braviary. But Body Press. Body Press, once I get my Keyberry activated, which can pretty easily happen versus like Diggersby or Braviary, or even a Chansey Seismic Toss, I can use that, get a defense buff off my Keyberry, and then click Body Press. Which, if I get my defense boosted, this is a clear counter to Diggersby and Braviary, Body press is gonna hurt everything insanely much. Like, I think it's 2 shots at the birds, which is a big deal. 2 shots in DD, and then I have Roost Substitute. And the big thing is my natural bulk, like the 125 HP, 90 speed F, means a pinch shot Heat Wave won't really do much to me. Hurricane kinda does more, so Hurricane I think does about 15. Porygon won't do too much to me and will die to Body Press. Heliolisk, Surf and Thunderbolt won't do too much damage to me, so I can then revenge kill it. The natural bulk on this, especially since I'm running max HP, is like really good here. And then the last 4.6 speed, I don't know if it's gonna come into play, but I do know that in DD is 95 speed. So if he runs like no speed in DD, which he really shouldn't, I think he's gonna run speed on his in DD. With 4 speed, if he runs no speed in DD, we would outspeed it, which is very niche, but I don't think it's gonna come into play. But it's better than nothing, so I didn't really know where to put it. But yeah, very interesting team. And against Mono, I've heard about this guy from a friend of mine, and from the sounds of it, he sounds really good, so I'm kind of scared of it, but also as long as I get to weaken stuff and get rid of stuff for Starter to 8+ combat, I should be fine. I think with that, it's time to hop into it. Does have this wiggle. One tap on, yeah. Boost. I am double checking this, hold up. Cannot be confused, yeah. So I think lead with Mateeus, fine here. Please bring it in. Uh-huh. Yep, I think my plan just worked. Give me this. That's Chansey gone, which is huge. And it also makes it very hard for him to hit me. Oh my god, straight to Sash. Iron Head on that is really cool. Hold up. Hit me. I'm tempted to just sub up here. Uh-huh. It's starting to look better and better though. Also, did I choose the wrong berry? I don't think I did. Huh? Yeah, you had to hit Hurricane here. Hold up. Do it. Uh-huh, thank you. That's huge. The extra speed means I live another heat wave. Oh, that's actually really smart. However, I don't know if it matters now. Since I can CC here. Double CC. I'm not risking anything. I didn't want him to be random quick attack knock me out. I probably wouldn't have knocked me out anyway. He brought some really like cool sets. But I knew that at the end of the day, I'm gonna ask about this. Oh wait, it's because it has sheer force. Yeah, my Keyberry got cancelled by sheer force, which is a shame. The play on the Earthquake on Heliolisk was huge. I feel like he should have stayed in and heatwaved me again. But yeah, Celesteela putting in a ton of work there. And Devon being a really good bring. I really couldn't stop that, honestly. Like, maybe if I was agility, I could have set up on it. And then been faster than the Pidgeot. But in this way, I really couldn't do anything about it. That was a good battle though, and Staraptor did put in the work I wanted. And also my Mateeus plan worked out pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's the first round already done. That was a quick game. So I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.